Story time.
Yes.
My first kiss. Gone wrong.
Wait, shh. Hey kids, it's Emily. So today I am here with my best friend Colin.
Hey.
Visiting me all the way down in Texas. So I don't know about you guys, but I've always really enjoyed watching videos and reading stories and having people in real life tell me about their first kiss. And so I really want to tell you guys. And it just so happens that this guy right here actually was my first kiss. And so I thought that it might be kind of interesting to tell it while he's here to see his side of the story and see if it matches up.
It probably will not.
It will not miss it. No. Okay, so why do I always do that? I don't know what else to do with my hands. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below and leave a comment about your cringy first kiss, and let's get on into it. Okay, so some context. This is the summer going into freshman year. He's basically 15,
Yeah.
I'm 14. So how we met, because he lives in North Carolina and obviously I live in Texas, is that we both went to what we would always call a nerd camp. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but there's this program called Duke Tip, and you like take the SATs when you're in 7th grade, and if you make certain scores, and you get like invited to some camp where you take the equivalent of like a college course in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And so I went up to Duke for that, and we met there. So Tip is kind of like a cesspool for like nerd romance.
Oh, because you just put a bunch of preteens and teenagers
who
going
are
through
like
puberty all in one place.
And then who are normally like that awkward smart kid in school. And then they're all just like...
A lot of them, it's their first time away from their parents.
Yeah.
It's 3 weeks on your own.
Yeah. So people are, getting together left and right. And so I go there, and I don't know anyone at this campus because there are multiple locations and terms and all that kind of stuff. So I make friends with these girls who are in my rag group, who's like on my hall. And they turn out to have been friends with Colin from the previous year of camp. And so I meet him through this. I hate him.
Yep.
I think that he is like the most annoying, obnoxious, like douchebag sports player type thing in the entire world.
Still true to this day.
Yeah.
She still hates me for all of those reasons.
Hated him for like the whole first week and a half. No, the first week. And then I was like, he's alright.
She thought it was cute.
Okay, so at this point, all of our friends in our group had coupled up. Like, deadass, there were 8 of us, and all of us had, like, coupled up. And so we were the very last ones. And so we, like, got together at one of the dances, whatever. And then it is, like, the Friday of the 2nd week. And in tip time, that's like a really long time because you're over halfway done, and like time moves very fast in terms of like your relationships developing with people whenever you're there. And so I still hadn't let him kiss me because I was a child of God. I was so pure. I was like, I could like never, like he held my hand at church and I was like did he touch my hand? Like I was quaked. But so we wouldn't kiss, all my friends would make fun of me, because, they had all coupled up, and they were all, like, getting saucy, whatever. Not that saucy. They were middle school saucy. And I was like, no, I can't do it. So that just continued for quite a while of them making fun of me, and Colin just kind of being like, like, come on, like, let's move it along. And so then one night, the Friday night of the 2nd week, been quite a while again. So we're sitting in one of the common rooms of the dorm that we were staying in. In the very top floor in the middle common room. And we're all chilling, and like our friends are like sitting on each other's laps and stuff, and like Colin and I are just sitting next to each other. And they're all just like being whatever, and they start really like incessantly like making fun of me about not like kissing Colin. And so that like dies down a little bit, and then like 5 minutes later Colin is like, you want to go on a walk?
Is that what I said?
Yeah. We were like, and he like goes over, he's like, you want to go on a walk? And he was like really saucy about it, and I was like, okay. And so we get up, and all of our friends are like they know. And so we go, and we're like, we walk down the end of the hall, and so this dorm is like shaped like a U. And so we go onto one of the sides, and on the sides there are these little like alcoves, right? And
where the windows are.
Yeah, where there are little windows. And so we take a nice long stroll to the alcove in the window, and and so I'm standing there, and I'm like, oh my god, like I'm gonna die. And then he like, it happened really quick. Like I was like really not ready. Like he zoomed. So I was just like standing there, like I literally just like planted my feet, and he was like, you want to prove him wrong? No. And then he like kissed me. And I was like, my eyes were open for a really long time. I'm not 100% sure that I ever closed them during that. But so I was just like, well, like, I guess we're doing that now. Because it was just really, I just had absolutely no time to prepare. I was like, okay, like, gonna get the head tilt, like, gonna do all this. No. Like, he just went in. And so we're like kissing for like what felt like a very long time to me.
Like,
but it was probably like
5 seconds.
It was probably like 5 seconds. And I like I feel this like wet thing in my mouth, and I'm like,
see, this is where there's a contested point between the two stories. Because I don't think this happened.
I felt something wet in my mouth, and so at the time I was just like, okay, like we're just gonna like push through. You got this, Emily, like just keep going. But then my friend Audrey like comes over being her bitch ass self and like runs over and is like watching like from the end of the hall, and then like one of the like staff members comes and stuff, and so we're like, never mind, and so we stop and like that's it. But so then that night I'm texting all my girlfriends who's like all the same group, and I'm like, oh my god, like I think he tried to use tongue.
Which I do not think is the case. I don't think that is true. I think she thought my
was the tongue. But I was like triggered. Like I was dead ass crying that night. I was like, I can't believe this is happening. Like I have to break up with him. Like I was so upset. And then later on I accepted that I think that was just his lip and that was just like really dumb. But at the time I was very, very, very concerned about it. And so then I like didn't let him kiss me again. We like stayed together. I didn't let him kiss me again until like the very last night of camp, and it was just a peck because I was like, we're not doing that shit again. Like I'm not risking it.
She the next day she sat me down. We had a conversation.
Did I?
Yeah, it was a one-sided conversation where he just said, "I'm not comfortable with that." I said, "Okay," and then that was it.
Aww, look at me asserting myself. 14 years old. Oh, and it wasn't his first kiss. I remember, like, I remember that's why.
My second.
That's why I thought that he used tongue, because I was like, oh, like he's kissed someone before, like he's like advanced, you know. It was so funny because he had his first kiss at camp as well from last year. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's entirely untrue.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I thought it was with Annalise.
No.
Who the f was it then?
It was my 6th grade girlfriend.
Alright, the tongue was like what was really embarrassing for me, I think. Looking back at it, I'm just like, the whole situation.
I got yelled at for it. She yelled at me for it.
All of her friends were really mad at him too, because they believed me. Because, I mean.
So I was sitting there like, no, I didn't. I like made a point to not. I'm not a dumbass. Like, I know. And her and all her friends just come at me for a week. I'm like, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, we were all really, really mad at him. Yeah, I mean, it was just generally really cringy.
Yeah,
I
mean,
like, all of
what's
his
to be
stories
expected?
are, Okay, so that is my summer romance first kiss story. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below, and be ready for a lot of videos coming up because I am getting my shit together. Finally, I promise. Like, we're finna get a schedule. I got a ring light so I can film whenever I want. Like, we're gonna do it, alright? So stick around for that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. We good?
Yeah. Aww.